Okay, so hello again. I hope everyone is fine. So today we are going to continue with the reported speech, and this time I'm going to correct some exercise, and I need you to follow with me how we change from the direct speech to the indirect speech. Okay, so um, there are some questions that I added to this document that you probably don't have it on the one that I published on my Facebook page. However, we'll make some short review of reported speech. So we said when we want to change from the direct speech to an indirect speech, we have to take into considerations two things. So the first thing is the type of the speech. The second thing is the tense of the reporting verb. Okay, so those two things are very important to make your structure correctly and to know what changes you should do and what changes you shouldn't do. So for the type of the speech, we said that we have three main types. Okay, so those three main types are statement, command, and question. Okay, so statement is a sentence that gives information. Command is like an order, when you order someone to do something or to not to do something. And question, we have two types of the question: yes or no. Sorry, let's just remove this one here. Yes or no question, and WH question. Okay, so this is for the as a review. So when we go to the exercise, so we said the first thing we check is the type of the speech. So here we have the speech: he works in a bank. So is this a statement, is it a command or a question? It is a statement because it gives us information that the guy works in a bank. So when we have a statement, we add that. Okay, so she said that. Okay, so he doesn't change. Okay, so it stays he. Okay, he. And here we have the verb. So we said the second thing is to check the reporting verb, and the reporting verb is this one, said. Okay, so said, we have this verb is in the past. If it is in the past, the tense of the speech changes. Okay, if it is in the present, like we are going to say to see in some other questions, we don't change anything about the tense or the adverbs of time and place in the speech. Okay, so here we have works. Works is, in what tense is this one? It has an S here. Okay, so it has an S. So verb has an S, and we add S in the simple present. So the simple present, as we have said, it changes to the simple past. So the verb work. Okay, so we have the verb work. Okay, so work, when we change it to the simple past, we add ed. Okay, so it becomes worked. Okay, so this is it, and then we continue the sentence as it is: in a bank. Okay, we go to the second one: I am coming. So we said the first thing is to check the type of the speech. So I am coming, we have here subject, verb, subject and the verb. So this one is a statement, and then we check the reporting verb. It's in the past, so we change the tense of this one. So this sentence is in the simple in not the simple present, sorry, in the present continuous. And we said that the present continuous changes to the past continuous. Okay, so basically it is only changing the verb to be. So here we have the verb to be. Let's move now to change it. So I am coming is a statement. So I am coming is a statement. So we add that. Okay, so that. Here we have I, and I always refers to the one who speaks. Here we have he, so I, it becomes he. Sorry. He said that he. Here we have the verb I am, we said is in the present continuous. I am coming, so I am coming in the past continuous. He was coming. That's the past continuous. Okay, so I don't know what's wrong with this. Okay, we go to the second one. So here we have Lucy will come tomorrow. She said, so Lucy will come tomorrow. It's not a question, it's not a comment, so it's a statement. So when we have statement, we add that. So, and here we have the subject Lucy. So Lucy will remain Lucy, no change. But here we have the model for the future, which is will. Will, it changes as we have said earlier. Will, it becomes would. So here it becomes Lucy would come tomorrow. Yes, sorry. About tomorrow, we also change tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow, let's just highlight it like this. Okay, so tomorrow changes because the reporting verb is in the past. Okay, so what does it become? It becomes the day after. Okay, so let me just highlight the changes. The day after. Good. Let's go now to number 4. I can help you next week. So here we have, we said the first thing we check is the type of the speech. So the type of the speech is a statement. So statement, we add that. Okay. And here we don't have any tense. We have the model. Model can. We said can changes to. So can changes to could. Okay, so let's go. I, we said, refers about to the speaker. So I becomes he, and then we have could. Here we have you. Okay, let's finish first. Could help. So here we have you. You refers to whom the speaker is speaking. So for example, if it is he said to me, okay, he said to me, it means that he is talking to me. So here you becomes me. Okay, if it is he said to his friends, okay, so he's talking to a lot of people, so it becomes them. If it is he said to let's say for example Hajar, so Hajar is a girl, so to her, help her. If it is for example let's say Jack, so it will become him. Okay, because Jack is a singular masculine, so it becomes him. But here we have nothing, so we can keep it him or them or whatever it is correct. So he could help him. Here we have next week. So tomorrow, it's like the next day, but we say tomorrow. It becomes the day after. So next week, it becomes the week after. Okay, good. I don't like chocolate. I don't like chocolate. What is this? This is a statement, because it's not a question, it's not a comment, so it is a statement. So here we have that. Okay. You notice here, told me, it means that he is talking to me. So if we need a pronoun here, it will be referring to me. So she told me that Okay, that. Here we have I. Who is speaking here? It's not me who is speaking, it's she. So here we will have she. Okay, pay attention to this one. We have don't. Okay, we have don't, and don't is the negative form of the simple present, but the negative form. Okay, so the simple present changes to the simple past, but we have to keep the form. So this one is negative, so the simple past should also be in the negative form. Okay, so she told me that she, okay, that she, so the negative form of the simple past is didn't, didn't. Sorry, 1 second, I have to check something. Sorry, I had to make a pause to drink some water. You have to keep in mind that you should drink a lot of water. Anyway, so where did we stop? We stopped at don't. So this one is in the negative, present simple, but in the negative form. Okay, and so the simple past also should be in the negative form. Okay, so what is the negative form of the simple past is didn't. Okay, didn't plus the verb in the infinitive, which is like chocolate. That's it. That's the sentence. Why do you study this? Okay, so this one, is it a statement, is it a comment, or a question? So this one is a question, and in the question, as mentioned earlier, we have two types of questions: yes or no question or WH question. Okay, so this one, it starts with why, and when we have a phrase that starts with why, a question that starts with why, then it's a WH question. It's not yes or no. Therefore, we say why, we keep why here. We don't put that. That is only in the statement. Why. So if we have where, we put where. If we have when. Okay, so the WH phrases like when, where, what, how, who, why, which, and a lot of others. Yes, like whom, and so on, a lot of others. Okay, so any question that starts with this one of this, we just keep it the one. So if we have when, we keep when, where, what. Okay, so here we have the question, do you study? So do you study is in the simple present, but not in the negative, not in the affirmative, it's in the interrogative. And when we have the verb in the interrogative, we in the simple past we add did. Okay, so it is did. Here we have you. Here we have you. So who is he talking to? So he asked me. So he is talking to me. So you changes to I. Okay, sorry, I. So he asked me why did I. So here we have the verb study. Okay, study, and this changes to that. Okay, so pay attention to something with me now. So this one is not a question, is no longer a question, it's a reported sentence, reported speech. Okay, so it's not a question, so we don't need this. Okay, we need to conjugate the verb in the affirmative form, and study in the simple past is studied. Okay, so this one is very important. He asked me why I studied that. Here we also have another question, but this one doesn't start with any of this, so it's a so it is a yes or no question. Let's say yes, yes or no question. Yes or no question. So he she asked. Okay, so here we don't specify, we don't have me, like for example. So you, it can be changed to anything, but before that we said this is a yes or no question, and when we have yes or no question, what do we add? We add if. Okay, so here we say if. Okay, so the subject here is I, not I, you. You can be changed to he, she, they, or even I, like this sentence, like for example this one. Why is it I? Because he asked me. But this one, she didn't ask me. She just asked. We don't know who. So we can keep it I or she or they or I, whatever it is correct. So he, and here we have did you see, which is the simple past. And the simple past, what does it change to? So let's see, let's put this one here. So simple past, we said it changes to past perfect. Okay, so past perfect of the verb see is had seen. Okay, and we continue. The moon, but here we have last night. Okay, last night. So last night becomes the night before. You might find in other cases something like the previous night. Both of them are correct. We can say the night before or the previous night. Both of them are correct. Let's go to this one. I will be in London next week. This one is not a question, is not a command. So it is a statement, and when we have a statement we add that. Okay, the second step is to check the tense of the reporting verb, and in this case what do we have here? Says. In what tense is that? It's the simple present, because here we have s, we add s. So this one is not in the past, it's in the simple present. Look, this is in the past, this is the past, this is the past, but says is the simple present. So the change of the tense, no need for it, and the change of the adverbs, no need for it. So here we have I. What does it refer? I to the speaker, which is she here, so she, and then we keep the verb as it is, or the sentence as it is, like this. Why don't we change will and next week, as I said, because says is in the present. Another case of says, so says is also here in the present. Okay, says is conjugated in the present. Okay, so says, and here we have I am tired. It's a statement, so statement we add that. Okay, sorry, I have to change this color. Yeah, automatic. That here we have I refers to he, so he. Okay, he, but here I am. Okay, I am, so I'm talking about myself. He is in the present, we keep it the present. He is tired. Okay, he says that he is tired. They will visit us next weekend. He says. Okay, he says, so also in the simple present. Okay, this one is also in the simple present. They will visit us next weekend. So this one we don't change it, because why? Because here we have a statement, so we only add that. Okay, sorry, that. Okay, they doesn't change. They doesn't change. Will doesn't change. Why it doesn't change? Because this one is in the simple present, so will visit. The only thing that changes here is us, and we said when we have the pronoun us, it becomes them. Okay, so here we will add them. Okay, they will visit them next weekend. Okay, this is good. Let's go to the number 11. Bring me back home. Okay, So this sentence, is it a statement? No. Is it a question? No. It's a command. How do we know it's a command? It starts with the verb. So we have a verb here in the infinitive. So it's the imperative form. So when we have the command, so we said that the command we have has two types, okay? Either positive or negative. Okay, so for the positive, instead of that, we don't add that because it's a command, so we don't add that, but we add, instead we add to. And in the negative, we add not to. Not to. So here we have bring, okay? So it's not the negative, okay? The negative is like don't. If we have, for example, don't here, then it's the negative. But here we have the affirmative or the positive, so we add only to, and then we keep the sentence as it is. But here we have bring me, okay? Bring me. So she is talking to who? Sorry, she is talking about herself, so this one is a girl, so to bring her. So it changes to bring her back. Let's change this one, back home, this one. The last sentence is don't go out these days, stay at home. Okay, this is very important. Okay, so this one is also a command that starts with don't go. Okay, and we have two commands. Stay, we have two verbs here. Don't go, go out, sorry, it's a phrasal verb to go out. And we have stay. Okay, so this one we have two cases. We have command, but one is positive, negative, and the second one is positive. So these said, okay, so the first one is the negative because we have don't, okay? So we have don't here. So the negative we add not to. So they said not to, okay? And we keep the verb as it is, go out these days, okay? We can add something like they said, or like the ordered, just to divide the commands, okay? The ordered, here the second command we have stay at home, so it becomes to stay at home. Okay, this is it. Alright, so I think this is clear. So if you have any other question about any of this, just contact me on my Facebook page and I will definitely answer you all. Thank you.